Wake up, messy hair. Mirror says you don't care. Sunlight's creeping in real slow, but girl, you glow. Stretch it out, take your time. Pour that coffee, start your climb. No one's got your magic move, and no one shines quite like you. Shine on, baby, don't dim that light. Even on gray days, you're burning bright. Dance in your kitchen, sing in your car. You're a whole vibe, just the way you are. So shine on, baby. World's better when you do. They can try to match that energy, but there's only one you. Snap that selfie, don't retouch. Confidence looks good as such. Don't wait for perfect skies. Your sunshine on the rise. Little winds and midnight laughs. Spilling joy like bubble baths. You turn mundane into gold. You're that story never told. Shine on, baby, let it all be seen. You're the cover star of your own dream. Throw on glitter or just your mood. It's your runway, your attitude. Some will scroll, some will stay, but the ones who matter won't look away. Shine so hard, they squint with love. Oh girl, your starlight's from above. Shine on, baby, from morning to night. Don't need a filter, you are the light. So throw your head back, laugh too loud. You're born to stand out in every crowd. Shine on, baby, that's what you do.
It's chipped on the handle, but I always reach for it first. White ceramic, a little worn from all the mornings. You didn't know I was holding you. Your name's printed in faded blue. It's not perfect, but neither are we. And that's the best part. There's something about that mug that makes the kitchen feel like you. Even when you're not here, you are. In the steam, in the silence, in the way I sip slower when I miss you. I wrap both hands around it like I'm holding a memory. Sometimes I smile at nothing. Sometimes I say your name like it still echoes in the room. It's just tea, just morning, just another day that feels like home because of a mug with your name. There's something about that mug that keeps the cold away. Maybe it's the way it remembers us, not in pictures, but in daily things, unspoken but never forgotten. We leave traces in the smallest places. Handles, corners, and morning rituals we didn't know we were writing. There's something about that mug, maybe it's love made simple. No flowers, no fireworks, just your name and a warmth that never fades. floor was cool, but the blanket was enough. I didn't need socks, just sunlight and a quiet plot twist. The book was older than I remembered, pages soft at the edges, like they'd been held by people who also needed a moment like this. Books and bare feet, the kind of morning that doesn't ask you to win, just to wander, to flip a page, to let your toes stretch into something that feels like home. The kettle clicked, but I forgot to pour. The chapter had me, and the silence didn't mind waiting. You passed by and smiled without words. There's a language in shared stillness, yours, mine, ours. Books and bare feet, no timeline, no noise, just ink, a breeze, and the comfort of being unbothered together. Some days begin with alarms, this one began with soft pages and the feeling of being nowhere but exactly here. Books and bare feet, we didn't plan it, but it became our favorite kind of morning. The kind where time forgets to tick and hearts remember how to breathe.
I poured the water slow, like the sound mattered more than the tea. Steam curled upward, but I stayed still, watching it rise like a quiet invitation. The cup warmed my palms before my mind caught up. It didn't ask me to solve anything, just to hold it and breathe between sips. Let the air in before the thought. You don't need to race through something meant to soothe. This is not a task, it's a pause, and maybe that's enough. The first sip didn't change the world, but it softened me, loosened the grip on all the plans I hadn't made yet. The second sip tasted like space, like room to exist without proving anything. Like yes, just yes. Oh, breathe between sips. Let the moment land before you move. You're allowed to float here, to take up space in silence, to let the cup be full and not rush it. We refill everything, our inbox, our schedule, our to-do, but we forget to refill ourselves in between. So breathe between sips. Let warmth do the work. Let the day wait. Let this be the reason you move a little slower and somehow get where you need to be. The sheets still smell like detergent, and the corners stay tucked for now. There's something about crisp cotton that makes the day feel full of promise. I open the blinds, and the light pours in like it missed me overnight. Even the dust looks golden. Clean sheets and open blinds, the kind of morning that doesn't need fixing. Everything's in its place, including me. No big dreams, just a tidy room, and the sky saying you're doing fine. The air is cooler than expected, but it wakes me kindly. The pillow still holds my shape like a quiet witness to last night's thoughts. I sit up slower than usual, but not out of fatigue. More like reverence for this moment where nothing hurts and nothing hurries. Clean sheets and open blinds. I don't need inspiration when I have light. It wraps the bookshelf, bounces off the floor, fills my lungs with something like peace. We chase clarity, but sometimes it just slips in through the window and folds itself neatly at the foot of the bed. Clean sheets and open blinds. The world may wait, but I'm already grateful for sunlight, for quiet, and for the soft beginning of a day I haven't even written yet.
I folded towels this morning like it was a kind of prayer. Edges meeting edges, nothing urgent, just rhythm and the smell of detergent. My thoughts followed suit, lining up, falling into shape, less tangled than usual. Maybe that's all I needed. Folded towels, open mind. There's peace in the quiet work. No inbox, no applause, just cotton corners and calm. Sometimes order outside creates room inside. Sunlight hit the basket just right, like a small spotlight on simple things. I didn't have a podcast playing, didn't check the time, just folded, breathed pieces teach me how to slow down without stopping. Folded towels, open mind. Who knew neat stacks could feel like clarity? No goals, no timelines, just doing something completely and gently. We think peace comes when we finish everything, but maybe it arrives while doing one small thing with full of attention. Folded towels, open mind. This is how I begin, by creating space, not just on shelves, but in myself. Soft, still ready.
The kettle started humming before I even lit the light. It knows me like that. Morning after morning, soft ritual, steam rose slow, curling through the quiet kitchen like it belonged there. No hurry, no performance, just presence. You don't need much to feel held. Sometimes it's just the sound of something small and certain. A kettle on the stove and doing what it always does, whispering warmth into a waking world. My socks didn't match, but the floor was warm. The mug chipped on the handle but fit my hand perfectly. The radio mumbled a tune I didn't know, and still it felt like something written for today. Some things don't need to make sense to feel right. You don't need much to feel close. A scent, a sound, a sip that tastes like home. The kettle doesn't ask questions, it just keeps showing up like comfort should. Like comfort should. The world outside might be loud, but inside this little kitchen, every small thing has its own heartbeat, and I've learned how to listen. You don't need grand gestures, just a moment, just a mug, just a morning, and a kettle on the stove telling you it's okay to start slow. You don't need much to feel held. Sometimes it's just the sound of something small and certain. A kettle on the stove like comfort should.
The toast took longer today, but so did everything else, and that felt right. You moved through the kitchen like music I couldn't hear, but still understood. There was no beat, no instructions, just steps that made sense next to you. Oh, it felt like a slow dance with the morning. No spotlight, just sunlight. The coffee didn't need to be perfect. The rhythm wasn't measured, but somehow we moved like we were made for this. I leaned against the counter while you hummed something half familiar. Oh. Our mugs bumped once, a soft clink that made us smile like it was choreographed. Oh. Outside the birds joined in, but we didn't follow. We just stayed in our own quiet zone. Oh. It felt like a slow dance with the morning, and nothing rushed us. The house was the ballroom. Your hand brushing mine was the chorus. Even the floorboards kept the tempo. Some mornings wake you, this one held us, and I didn't need to know what came next, just that you'd be there on the beat or off it. It felt like a slow dance with the morning, the kind you don't rehearse. You just feel step by step, sip by sip, quiet glances in place of lyrics, and everything was exactly where it belonged. The floor was cold, but the sun didn't mind. It slipped through the blinds and landed right on my toes, warming me from the bottom up. I was still half in sleep, hair all wrong, but the light didn't care. It greeted me anyway, like I'd done something right just by waking up. Sunlight in my socks, the kind of joy you don't plan for, a surprise that doesn't ask questions, just beams. And suddenly you're a little more alive than you thought you'd be. I made toast and forgot it, but didn't burn it. A small win, the kind you wanna write down but smile instead. The plant on the windowsill looked taller. Maybe it was, maybe we both were. Just a little sunlight in my socks. No headlines, no hashtags, just warm feet and a heart that's no longer in a rush. Happiness doesn't always knock, sometimes it just shines where you weren't looking. Sunlight in my socks, that's how it starts. Not with fireworks, but with something quietly kind. And suddenly you're standing in your own little miracle. There's a chair for you and a chair for me. Not fancy, not matching, just close enough for quiet to feel shared. The window doesn't offer a grand view, just a tree, a bit of sky, and the way morning light paints us slowly away. Two chairs and a window, and somehow that's everything. We don't talk much before coffee, but your silence leans toward mine like a hand without moving. Sometimes your foot brushes mine under the table, and it's the loudest thing in the room. The kettle sings, but not for a crowd. It sings for us, like it knows we're the kind who stay. Two chairs and a window, no soundtrack, no stage lights, just this tiny ceremony of being here together on purpose. Love doesn't always arrive with grand entries. Sometimes it's just knowing which chair to sit in every morning. Two chairs and a window and a world we didn't have to build, because it already felt like ours. Quiet, close, unspoken, complete. I opened the window wide and let the morning speak first. It didn't shout, just whispered warmth onto my skin. The curtain danced like it had good news. Somewhere a bird was too happy to keep it in, and the world smelled like clean beginnings and maybe lemon. The air came in like a reset button, soft but full of light. It didn't ask what I'd done yesterday, it just said try again, gently, and I believed it. My breath found rhythm without me telling it what to do. My feet remembered how to move without a reason.
Said let's get lost, no GPS. Your playlist played some old school tracks I never knew I'd love. The windows down, your hair a mess, my hand reaching just to hold yours. We weren't chasing anything big, just the magic in the detours. Backseat laughs, cheap soda in our hands, singing off key to our favorite bands. It wasn't about where we were going, just being here with your head on my shoulder and nothing to fear. We stopped at some random diner. You said the fries were life-changing. I smiled at how your eyes lit up, like every moment was worth saving. You took a photo, I blinked of course, but we laughed till we heard every memory now. Feels like a soft-edge postcard of the best parts of us. Backseat laughs, sunset turning gold, wearing our hearts like stories never told. It wasn't about the miles or the names on the signs, just your voice in this tiny forever we found in time. No big promises, just right now, and somehow that's the most honest love we've ever known. Backseat laughs echoing like a song. Maybe someday we'll forget the name of that town, but never how it felt to be so young, so full and so gone.
The room is still just me and the hum of the fridge in the dark. It's not late enough to sleep, not early enough to start again. Just that in between hour where hearts get honest. I scroll past 10 names, but land on yours like I always do. I wanna call you from the quiet, not to say anything big, just to let you hear the soft I say for when I'm with you. No noise, no fixing, just your voice in the calm. I thought of the song you sent last week. It hit different tonight. Always did have a way of saying what I couldn't in 3 chords and 1 line. Maybe I just wanna know if your lamp's still on too. I wanna call you from the quiet, let the silence talk a while. Not every love needs fireworks, some just bloom in low volume. We don't need reasons to reach out. Sometimes a heartbeat is enough. I'll call you from the quiet, and if you answer, we don't have to fill the space. Just be 2 souls breathing on the same wavelength.
forgot halfway through. We both laughed, 'cause it wasn't about the words, just the way they landed soft in the dark. Pillow pressed to my cheek, eyes half closed, but I kept them open just to hold a little more of you. Falling asleep to your voice like waves against the shore. You don't have to say much, just be there as you've always been. When the day gets too loud and I need quiet with meaning. Oh, 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 oh. You told me what you had for lunch, then some random dream about flying goats. It made no sense, but made me smile into the blanket. I answered slow, then didn't, and still you kept talking like it mattered that I heard you breathe. Falling asleep to your voice, my favorite lullaby. Not a song, just syllables that sound like stay a while. No big love speech, just this being held by sound. I've had quiet nights that felt alone. This one, it feels like home. Falling asleep to your voice, and maybe that's love. The kind that doesn't knock loud, but always knows where the key is. Good night, but not goodbye. You texted still awake, and I smiled in the dark. Wasn't planning to stay up, but your name lit up like a spark. Blankets up to my chin, but my thoughts already next to you. These little hours feel bigger when they're shared by two. Latex and pillow talks, you, me, and the things we never say out loud. Hearts whisper when the world is quiet. Your laugh in my ear is the softest sound, and suddenly I don't mind missing sleep. You said something silly, and I wrote marry me. You replied with a meme and 3 pink hearts, classic us honestly. I told you my weirdest fear, you told me you had one too. I never knew feeling safe could sound like I get you. Latex and pillow talks, no need for plans or shoes. Just messy hair, warm air, and nothing to prove. I've never felt closer than right here on the other side of your screen. The world's asleep, but we're wide open. Laying down walls between yawns and jokes. Latex and pillow talks, maybe that's love. Not fireworks, but quiet flickers that stay long after the phones go dark. Good night, night, never goodbye.
The curtains caught a yellow breeze, soft and citrus sweet. I squinted at the morning, but it smiled back like we had plans to keep. My room still smelled like sleep, but the light said, hey, wake up kind today. And I believed it. Lemon light on the window pane, cutting through the clouds of yesterday. Little warmth, little zing, like hope with a twist. No big epiphany, just this, a reason to begin. My hoodie had a tear, but it felt just right. I made toast twice, burned one, laughed, let it be. Even silence had a rhythm this morning, like everything ordinary was part of some quiet melody. Lemon light on the kitchen tiles, dancing soft on morning miles. Nothing huge, but something true, like the way fresh starts sneak up on you. I used to wait for loud beginnings, now I chase the calm ones with yellow edges. Lemon light in my sleep.